love and interest of people who just wanted to be able to put music together. It didn't matter about rules or whose style or what genre you're trying to be. We weren't trying to type ourselves. So and that's really what Manna Zen's always been. It's been through every inception of itself, been that same creative force.
Mike, drums.
Name's Rob, lead guitar.
Donnie, rhythm guitar.
And I'm Hayden, I'm the singer. Manna Zen got started a few years back with a few friends. We got together under actually a completely different name. Put the whole thing together, and then it went through a bunch of cycles. Eventually, it's us, as we see here. Well, it came out of a band that we called Because of Reagan. It was actually originally a punk band. We realized that it wasn't really the direction that we wanted to go as a whole, so eventually you start replacing people. When we found what we kind of were looking for, which is what it's always been, this very unique brand of different style of genres clashing in together in one room, it was formed really basically for the love and interest of people who just wanted to be able to put music together. It didn't matter about rules or whose style or what genre you're trying to be. We weren't trying to type ourselves. So and that's really what Manna Zen's always been. It's been through every inception of itself, been that same creative force, just to constantly reinvent itself.
You want to hit more than one target audience. You want
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Jump different genres of music.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all have different loves of music that we came up with. You know, some of us are more into metal, some of us are more into pop. So you know, it was about finding all the commonality in every genre of music. You know, right now our commonality is probably the BPM, right? The beat. The beat kind of puts us all in the same. Whether it's metal or punk, or you always have that meter that you can hit that can drive a crowd or drive your sound. So that right now I think is one of the most common grounds we share through all the genres of music we put together. But it like I said, some of us are more into punk, some of us are more into metal, and I think we didn't want to type ourselves into any one type of style. Because I mean, I think I would be bored if all I did was metal. Well, if all I did was person.
Yeah, no,
it's exciting. I mean, I remember when it was just you were playing for like your friends and your parents, you know, and it was like seven people. So now that you know you go out there and just to play in front of these crowds, it's an amazing feeling. And it's also a sense of accomplishment because of that. You feel like everything you're doing is worth the work that you're putting into and all the sweat and all the pain that comes with it.
That's the whole reason I do it. It's just the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling of warmth from the crowd. You know, the adrenaline I get from the crowd. I get more adrenaline from the crowd's response than I actually do playing. I love playing music, but when the crowd responds to what we're doing, it just makes you feel like it's totally worth everything, all the headaches that you've been through.
Like it's like the energy that you get from the crowd. That's what I mean, I'll perform, and I'll play just as hard for 3 people or 300. Just because I don't know, that's all it takes. I mean, it's just really one person really getting into it. You know, when you're out there playing, and you look out there, you see someone like bobbing or like jumping around or you know, like singing or doing the whole pit thing, man, really gets you into it.
Even when it's just you and the door guy.
Yeah. So
had a few plays like that.
Oh yeah. That's all. I think that's.
Oh man.
I think that makes a big part of the start of everything is playing for no one.
It's
playing on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock.
Begging people to come out on Wednesday.
Yeah. You know. And to play for like crowds people. see a lot of faces that you've never seen before. That's kind of cool, and seeing their heads bob. You know, when you start out, anyone starts out doing these things, you know, your band being watched by other bands usually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Bands playing for bands.
Bands watching bands.